Number 5. JEBIDIAH James STIPE. Advertising is by far the best way to communicate to potential customers. This medium helps inform customers about products available to them and that are useful. Advertising is for everyone, including kids young and old. But when it's your girlfriend, that is where things can go wrong. JEBIDIAH James STIPE, a 27-year-old man from Wyoming, was arrested and charged for posting online as his ex-girlfriend, and allowing 26-year-old man, Ty Oliver McDowell, to rape his ex-girlfriend. This Wyoming lunatic posted an advertisement on Craigslist acting as his girlfriend, soliciting someone to make their supposed aggressive sexual fantasy come true. With the headline, "Need a real aggressive man with no concern for women," and a photo of his beautiful ex. After that, the messages came in like crazy. His girlfriend saw the post and reported it to the Natrona County Sheriff's Office, as well as Craigslist, who removed the ad. But unfortunately, it was too late. Ty had already accepted the offer and arranged with JEBIDIAH, who, through instant messages, gave him her home address and explained what he wanted done, which, in my opinion, would be categorized as physical and sexual abuse. One night while in bed and fast asleep, Ty forced his way into the woman's house, tying her up and raping her at knife point. Ty actually thought he was just helping her to fulfill her rape fantasy, he told the judge while crying. Ty was arrested and charged with first-degree sexual assault, while JEBIDIAH was arrested and charged for conspiracy to commit first-degree sexual assault. Number 4. Jacoby Smith. Have you heard about the cliche, a one-way ticket to hell and back? Well, what if this ticket did not take you back? There are obviously few things in this world that will earn you a ticket of this caliber. Violently attacking and beating up his quadriplegic girlfriend while she was blocking the television and he was unable to see his favorite cartoon? Maybe is just one of them. Jacoby Laquan Smith, a true sweetheart, thought the best way to teach his girlfriend Tisha Bell not to push her wheelchair in front of the television set would be to punch her repeatedly in the head and face. It took more than 10 punches to get his message across to his girlfriend, who had both hands and legs amputated due to childhood illness. In his defense, Jacoby explains that his armless and legless girlfriend is a fighter, and she threw her bedpan filled with urine, giving him a golden shower. Surely this act was one of the most malicious attacks by any boyfriend of all time. Is there anything more to say about this loving couple? Actually, there is. Belle still plans on marrying Jacoby and having kids together. Number 3. Michael Vinson. Have you ever heard or seen something that is so hard to believe that the only thing you can do is just shake your head and keep it moving? Well, this next boyfriend is a classic. I mean, even more classic than a pair of Air Force Ones. His name is Michael Vinson, a 46-year-old who we could never omit from our list. It is reported that Vinson's girlfriend was awakened by severe cramps. She thought she was ready to deliver their child, so she told Michael she needed to go to the hospital and he should call a cab. Instead of calling a cab and taking his girlfriend to the hospital like any reasonable boyfriend would, he punched her in the eye and with a knife at her throat, he threatened to kill her and the baby. He then robbed her for beer money and left her at the house. Wow, what a true gentleman. The pregnant woman miraculously got help from close-by neighbors who carried her to the hospital. She was treated for injuries inflicted by Michael, including a black and blue eye. Luckily, the cramps were just a false alarm and the baby was not ready to see their dad. Number 2. David Simmons. So here we are again, my favorite time of year, Christmas. We know that Christmas is a time for giving and receiving, a time to remember others less fortunate than ourselves, peace in the world, a time for families, all these things and more. But maybe 57-year-old David Simmons took this true spirit of Christmas a little too far when he sent sex pictures of his ex-girlfriend to all her family members as Christmas cards. It was alleged that David took photographs of his ex-girlfriend performing sexual acts on him without her knowing. After a bitter and horrendous breakup, David got the wonderful idea of sending the pictures to all her family members as Christmas cards. And, of course, this is a way of getting back at her. Although most family members got in on this limited edition Christmas special, others were warned before opening their little gift. David was arrested and charged with 8 counts of unlawful photography against his ex-girlfriend, criminal impersonation, and vandalism. He was sentenced to 2 years of probation after he willingly confessed and pled guilty to sending sexually explicit pictures of his ex-girlfriend as Christmas cards. He sure left a memorable Christmas gift that her family members will never forget. Number 1. My Way or the Highway. Being dumped can be a very traumatic experience, especially for a female, that sometimes it can take as much as years just to get over with it and move on with your life and truly love again. Being dumped is not a game, but just imagine how one Australian woman felt when her boyfriend decided to publicly finish off their love career by leaving signs on a busy roadway that he's officially breaking up and dumping her. The woman, whose name is Jennifer, became the talk of New South Wales after she was embarrassingly dumped by her boyfriend, as one of the worst breakups in history. The boyfriend apparently prepared and erected 4 signs, all on one of the busiest roadways in the city, for everyone to see that their relationship was over. This cruel breakup started off with the most romantic and sweetest question any girl would want to hear. Jennifer, would you marry me? But another sign followed immediately saying, just kidding. And another sign after that, I'm breaking up with you. The final blow that left Jennifer knocked out cold and motionless in the ring was a sign saying you have 6 days to move out.